Hello and welcome to another episode of Atomic Vinyl Reviews. And today I'm just doing a really quick intro, a little prologue to my new series, which I'm going to be doing. And that is a series in which I will be showing you guys, doing some building tutorials and stuff like that, of how to make these sort of city models and diorama pieces for Godzilla figures and stuff like that. So I'm kind of I've already filmed the like 1.5 episodes, not including this one. So they'll be going up shortly. I try and space out my videos, so the first episode should be up not long after this one. But after that, then they'll be up every once in a while. But basically, why I decided to do this series is, and why I'm doing this little intro here is just because basically there's only like a select handful of really good videos how to do sort of diorama models and stuff for Godzilla figures, and you can buy them like the Tamashii sets, but you don't really get much variety, and the ones that are there, I find them to be pretty overpriced, and it's just the thing about miniature cities and making little models is they have a very rich history intertwined with Godzilla and kaiju films and tokusatsu in general. So I find that as a Godzilla fan, to build your own miniature cities and stuff for your figures is just a really great way to connect your collection even further to your love of Godzilla and kaiju movies and all that in general, because to me, model cities and practical effects and the craft that goes into that is one of the absolute best things about giant monster movies in general. I'm really enjoying some of the new stuff we're getting today, of course, and like just recently this week, the trailer for 2019's Godzilla King of the Monsters came out, and I'm super excited for that and everything. But what I really love about Godzilla films is just the actual practical effects of a person in a suit, and a fantastic Godzilla suit, just walking and trudging and destroying hand-built these beautiful, intricate, lifelike cities, and the model cars and buses and trains and tanks and everything, and I really want to. I think we need more of that in our community. So I've set up. I've brought up this group a whole bunch of times in some other videos, and they'll come up links to it in every video in this series. And that is for the. Oh God, I never remember what it's called. Why did I make the title so long? So this is a group that I made on Facebook. It's gone really popular. It's the Godzilla kaiju diorama and effect pieces. Something. I'll put it up on screen, just right here. So that group, the link will be in the description down below. So yeah, just go to that one. I'm also recording this on my phone, by the way, so normally I record my videos on a special webcam, so it's going to be a slightly different format if you've never watched my channel before, but that shouldn't be, it isn't really important. But, yeah, so I find that's a really important and really cool part of Godzilla and kaiju culture, really. So I'm just going to show you kind of some stuff that I've built. In the first episode, we actually go through building this little building here. So that video will be titled episode 1, building a simple building. So here you get a sneak peek at the finished product, and now you notice that all these buildings are little separate buildings. And the idea behind this series is like you can. I kind of I might go into more specifics in later videos. I don't know how many I'm gonna make or how long the series will be. Um, in this video, I'll actually try and put links to other channels that have done really good videos on the topic too, because they are out there. But um, I remember like maybe it was like a year ago or something. I went through a phase of really trying to find good videos on making miniature cities, and there was, aside from like a small handful of them, there was nothing out there. And that's why I started that group, and that really engaged people and got sort of more of an interest in this stuff. And for a long time, since the beginning of my channel, I wanted to do this series, but now, till for various reasons, only now seems like a good time to actually start it. So, um, sorry, struggling to hold this camera in the right position. So yeah, this is basically my intro to this. So I'm gonna, so in the first episode, we're gonna be making, showing you how to make this little building. I'll probably do even more episodes on making more simple buildings and other things, but basically these videos will give you guys resources. I'll have links to like actual like the textures and stuff that you see on these buildings. I basically made myself, and I'll have it. You know, it'll explain how you use those and where to the links to where to get those. Like you can get those on that Facebook group that I was talking about, the custom effect parts and diorama pieces, or whatever I called it. And it'll have I'll have, you know, tutorials of me going through actually making these things, all the tips and tricks that I've learned, because the reason I have the word budget in that group title is because most of the effect parts that you get are very, very overpriced, like I was saying, and they're very limited in their designs and all that sort of stuff. And you know, we love our MonsterArts figures, and they're beautiful figures. And even if you just have simple Bandai vinyls in this scale, to have like a proper Godzilla display, like you need the city in there. It's like this really important thing, and like there's even just like you'd think there might be like some general videos about making like city diorama displays because people just love dioramas. Not really. There's a lot of landscape ones and like small town train models, but in this scale, there isn't really anything. So for my future videos, I'm at least the buildings I make, they tend to fit in with about 15 centimeter or 6-inch Godzilla figures of Godzillas, which in life would be approximately 50 meters tall. So that's the scaling I work in. I mean, if you're creative, of course you can adapt the size of the buildings and the prints to whatever scale you want. But just that's the scale that I'm primarily work in. And so actually I'm not really sure. It's like 1/400 scale, approximately, something like that. Don't take my words as absolute, because I haven't calculated it fully, but I've noticed that little props like little cars and other accessory buildings in approximately 1/300, 1/400 scale should fit the best. And oh, what am I doing with the camera? Okay. So, yeah, that's about all for this little intro. So I'm really, like, if you have any recommendations of stuff that you want to see in this series, I'm gonna also probably be doing, like, stuff that you can buy really cheap, reviews of, like, little model kits as well, maybe, and, like I said in the first episode, we're making a simple building. In the second episode, we're gonna be making a display base, with a damaged sort of like rubble texture and roads. That's what I'm in the middle of filming now. And in like the third or fourth episode, I'm not sure which one. Where the third one will probably be making something like like this sort of natural looking scenery landscape in there for because I have some really good tips for how to make it look very good without having to buy any of the brand name products or anything that they have on all the like train model tutorials where they get like woodland scenic overpriced crap. So you can make it look awesome for really next to nothing if you know what you're doing, and that's what I'll be showing you guys. Um, and what was I saying? So, oh yeah, and then I'll have an episode that I'm planning on damaged buildings. So those are my planned episodes for the moment. I also have a little pagoda kit. Actually, it's like a Japanese castle, very inexpensive model kit that I'll also be putting together, and it should fit in scale pretty nicely. So that's another thing that I'll be showing off to you guys, and I think that's about it for now. So this is my intro to the series. Just let me know, really like what if you have any recommendations or ideas or stuff that you really want to see me do a tutorial on, because I'm really happy to help you guys, and that's what this channel is here for. So without further ado, may all your vinyl be radiated vinyl. Over and out.